Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Welcome to my happy household. It's Saturday night. Husband and daughter are carrying on. They're continuing their series of the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. So it's probably going to be a bit loud because my daughter is laughing hysterically. So just roll with it. Feeling much better. It was a fantastic week. Well, I was sick as a dog. Sales are up. Won an award at a jewelry gallery show. Second place. Very exciting. Got a bunch of art in a local shop. Well, it's not local. It's out in the country. But you know, still very exciting. And I'm going to have carte blanche to do whatever I want to a coffee shop. It's not until May, but I have it for the entire month of May. All the walls. Like, I could, she literally told me I could do whatever I want. So that's very exciting. So I'm like, oh, wow. Gotta check inventory for that. So all good stuff that I tried to enjoy while I was sick as a dog. I'm not gonna show you the purple guy only because it's downstairs buried somewhere from the last video. I could show you a boatload of little ones that I've done that they're all in various stages of getting ready for resin. I think this is the one from the last video. There's one of those guys here. He's really pretty. So it has a coat of polyacrylic on it, getting ready for resin. I had a request for one, so this is an old one. That's actually a print that I put on wood that I will resin. My little green butterfly one. This one is from the last video. This is one of the pastel ones. It turned out really pretty. So that'll just get polyacrylic. It won't get resin. Another one from the last video. One of the last ones, a little round. It's cute. And then we had another one that was on wood of the pastel colors. That guy there, very pretty. Looks like a lily pad. For resin, a couple off camera. Just a little blue guy there. Another one. This one is very interesting colors. It had a purple, silver, gold, black, and white. And it made like this one, which is really hard to see. But it's interesting because it's it looks like it has a lot of texture to it, even though it's smooth. So I kind of like that guy. And then finally, this is a print of a bigger picture that's in our bedroom that I did off camera that I've gotten requests for. So this one is just coming on my Etsy shop and needs a coat of resin. So there's like another 8 or 9 sitting there, but I'm not going to go through them all. That was just the first handful. So tonight I'm going to do a pour. I debated. Let me get you down on the camera so you don't have to look at me with my grungy clothes and no makeup. I have this 10 by 20 cradled wood canvas that I'm going to use, even though the surface of it, it's like sandpaper. It's incredibly toothy, which means the paint might not want to flow on it very well. Very sticky. I almost used a canvas, like, you know, instead, but I really wanted to resin it, so I'm going to stick with this. And what I'm going to do is just pour some white over it. This is very thin because I'm just going to use it as a base. I'm not going to use it when I layer my cups. And I'll pour that on in a minute, but I like being able to do this while I talk to you guys since it's on wood. While I layer. So colors I'm going to do tonight. I'm doing a predominantly silver, blue, black, and what is this color called? Iridescent Pearl Fine. So I have a cup of this Iridescent Pearl Fine by Golden. It is so yummy. I'm like in love with that. So that's going to be what I use for layers instead of the titanium white. It just goes better too, I think, than the stark white. For the blue, I got all the good paints because this is like a series 4. So every time with Golden, the higher the series number, the more expensive it is. So, you know, they start around $6 or $7 and go up to $22. Like this cadmium dark red, since you can't find this in nature, this is series 9. So pretty sure I used some hefty coupons on that guy. I'm saving it for something, I don't know what. But it's interesting. Oh, I know why I got these up. So this is cadmium red dark. It is, you can see they do this and they put the little lines so you can see the opacity and whether or not it is opaque or transparent. So this is, for a red, pretty darn opaque, which is very interesting. So it's probably another reason why it's a series 9, because most reds are transparent. So an opaque red, and then I compare that to my Napathol red medium, which is a series 5. So this is a 9, this is a 5, so this was less expensive. But this one, as I predicted, is a red. See how you can see all the lines at the top, and then when you check the back for the transparency to opaqueness, it's pretty transparent. So that's the difference between those two, because they're nearly the same shade of red. So just wanted to point that out to you guys. So for the blue, we have the Grumbacher Academy, the professional series in Prussian blue. And then the silver is a series, I threw away I used up the entire tube. This is series, I think 7 of their iridescent fine silver. So that's good stuff there. So I better not screw this up, because this is a lot of expensive paints tonight. And then for my black, I'm using, I threw that away too. This is the Blix. This is probably the cheapest one, the Blix Gloss Mars Black, because I didn't want to do another iridescent or metallic. So yeah, so the blue and the black aren't iridescent, the other two are. My pouring medium recipe, I'm sticking with that 4 ounce as measurements, so 12 ounces of Elmer's Glue All, 4 ounces of Floetrol, 4 ounces of Liquitex pouring medium, and 4 ounces of water. For that, 50-50 and everything, was it pretty much everything? Yeah, because nothing was really heavy body. And then for the white that I'm going to pour on the canvas, that's that has 50-50, but a lot more water added to make it quite runny, you know, because it's just going to be the base to help slide with the tubes. I'm going to make 3 cups. I don't think I need, you know, full 3 cups for a 10 by 20. I'm just using the larger cups. There's a hair, more for the wide mouth. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to flip and drag. Like, I don't have it in me to flip and drag a straight line for a while, so you probably won't see those for some time. Taking a break from those. So I think I'm just gonna do this, or do this and let it come out however it wants to come out, instead of me trying to drag straight lines. I do have 2 paintings in mind to do for you guys. One is, it's been in the back of my mind and now I've been thinking about it again, is I forgot to do the ombre pour. So I owe you an ombre pour. And the other one I mentioned, I think 2 videos ago, is just a fun little thing to do with flip and drags. Like, you don't always have to flip and drag in a straight line, you know? Like, line it up, come down, line it up, come down. You can make a lot of movement with those flip and drags once you get the hang of doing them. And I wanted to do a flip and drag where I make patterns and make movements, like a waterfall or something. So that'll be a video. Those will be the next 2 videos. Wait, I feel like I'm yelling because the TV's up, they have it really loud, because we have to have it in stereo surround sound. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Consistency, my usual slight mound, trace in the cup before it sinks. Looking good. They all feel good. They all feel the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 4 drops in my blue, my Spot On Treadmill Silicone. Dunk 2, light stir. Do I want it in this one? I think I only do 2 in this one. I don't know if I want it in that color. We'll do 3 in the silver. Oh well, we'll do 4 apparently. And then 3 in the black. And that's it. All right. Oh, look, it got all quiet. I'll layer first and then I'll pour on my white. And since this isn't my true white, I'm not real sure that that's heavier necessarily than the other colors, but I guess we can pretend it is. And I really want to see a mixture of my blue and black, actually. I like it when those two merge, even though they're really dark. I don't know, I think it's because midnight blue is my favorite color. Really like that. So I told you all my news up front. I don't have anything else to say. That's it. The end. I told my husband that I told you guys about the shrimp story. And he just kind of looked at me and sighed and rolled his eyes and sat down in the living room. He was pretty nonplussed about it. Even though he's like, you have to tell your embarrassing stories too, you know. I'm like, no, I don't. It's my channel. I can do what I want. He's like, you should tell them your embarrassing stories. I'm like, oh, God. I said, maybe I will. Like a double dog dare. I said, maybe I will. He's like, you should do that. I'm like, okay. So I can tell you an embarrassing story I did. That happened to me. That I caused. And this was a long time ago. In my hometown of Pittsburgh, I used to work for a law firm that specialized in residential and commercial real estate closings. You have to pardon my throat tonight. I have still a little bit stuffy and a little bit of a cough. Anyway, the end of the month, you know, to lock in rates, interest rates, is always the busiest time. And this law firm was set up so that when you went up to, like, I don't know, I think we were on the 9th floor of this building, as soon as the elevators opened, there was no hallway or anything. You were just immediately right in our lobby because we had the entire floor. And there was four elevator banks. And then we had one of those Chinese privacy partitions at the end of the one elevator. And then there was the ladies' and men's room. And me and a girlfriend were getting ready to go to lunch. Her name was Maria. Let me see what color I want next. And right before we left our desks, a junior attorney, his name was Dickie, was telling us his girlfriend problems. And he just couldn't figure out his girlfriend and didn't know what to do about it. And was asking for our advice, which, you know, we freely gave and gossiped. And then as we were walking out to go to the, you know, into our sitting room to catch the elevator, we stopped in the ladies' room. And while we were in there, we're washing our hands and we're talking about Dickie and his girlfriend. And Maria's laughing because, you know, women are so mysterious to him. And we were having a good chuckle. And as we came out of the ladies' room with 30 people sitting there to catch the elevator, I say in a loud voice, oh my God, that's right, Maria, I'm an enema. And there was this like tick and a pause, and like all these strangers looked up at me, and then one person laughed and the entire room laughed, and I had to stand there. And I tried to say, no, I'm an enigma. I'm an enigma. Just because that's what I was trying to say. Not an enema. And everyone, I just had to stand there with a red face while all these strangers like cackled. And like, you know, of course when that happens, I'm out of this color already. Dang. It took forever for the elevator to come. And man, I did not live that down for years, I swear. So there, I can tell my husband I told you guys an embarrassing story. But man, I'm an enema. That was just ridiculous. All right. Kind of bummed that I'm out of that color already. But we'll see what happens. Let's go with this over. I kind of wanted to save a little bit to do a little pour with these colors. Just, you know, one of those blow dryer things. You only need a little bit of paint for that. So there, I'm going to save that little bit of silver. I can make more black, so let me do blue first. Try to save a little bit of the blue. I almost use my Senlier India, but that's even darker than the Prussian, so I'm like, yeah, maybe too dark if I do that. And a little bit of black. So I hope I have enough of what's this called? The pearl color to offset all this dark with the silver. All right, so there's the layering. Move those out of the way. Can you hear that? Like it's rough. It's like a piece of sandpaper. I think I should buy one of these and break out my high flows and try that, because maybe, you know, if you use the really runny stuff, it would kind of stop it in its tracks. Let's use my stick. Some gloves. You know, one day I'm going to run out of stories, right? I won't have anything to tell you guys at all. I don't know when that'll be. Probably not for another 10 years. I don't know. Oh my gosh, something terrible is happening in the movie. This doesn't need to be perfect, since I'm gonna, you know, I'm not looking for negative space or anything tonight. I'm not even gonna worry, oh, torch the bubbles. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna worry about the bubbles. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. All right, ready? Bam, 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 right? Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll be done in under an hour. Let's see. Please don't let all the silver and pearl be subsumed. Please, please, please. Where do you think you're going? Let's see. I'm gonna wreck into this one. There's more color than I wanted, but we'll see. We'll see when we're all done. See at the end. I'm glad it didn't sew up too much. That's a good thing. This is what I was hoping for, like this blue-black stuff right here, but we'll see. That's what I really wanted. Not impressed with the cells. Like even, you know, I can usually tell if they're gonna be good or not. All right. Let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Let me see. I want to keep that. So let me wiggle up your way. Oh yeah, see it's sliding around much better. That's good. I'm gonna have a line there from the white. I didn't consider that. Bad on me. Come back in the middle. I'm thinking, because I really like the white. So do I just take some white and like pour it on and tote it around? Be adventurous? Let me just tote this off and then I'll see. We'll see. Oh, I like that too. See, I like that. I feel like I want to do, just let me think about where a white stripe might go. I decided I don't like that at all, nor do I like this guy. Put something here, and here, like that. I'm trying to envision what it would look like if this blank spot, if I just went here and put a nice little line there. Just to break up the top part. You know what? I know. Ooh! Ooh, that was very fortunate. I know it's expensive paint tonight, but it's still ultimately just paint. So let me start off the canvas. You guys probably think I'm nuts. Let me tilt that around a little bit. I don't know, mistake or not, you guys will have to tell me. Let me stare at it, see how much I think I screwed it up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bummed out because it lost a lot of the silver. The pearly white is kind of sorted in there. I'm sure it'll look pretty when it dries. When this dries, I'll show you another painting I have that's predominantly silver. And it's kind of what was my inspiration. It hangs in our bathroom downstairs. And it just looks really, really cool. So maybe I used too much blue and black. So that's why I'm a little bit bummed. I'm gonna torch around that line I just made, only because it's hard. Like this line is soft and you have the cells like dipping into it. And then maybe if it does that there, then I'll be okay with it. I do like the asymmetry of it. Some really nice cells though. Is it gonna do anything there? No? Yeah? No? Dang. Oh well. Done. It's pretty enough, don't get me wrong. It just, you know, like I always say, you know, I always start this with a vision in my head, and I was really kind of gung-ho for that vision to pay off tonight, but Not meant to be. Still pretty. I do like my line. Maybe if I turn it for you guys, you can see. So it'll be more like that with the lines in it. So, and I'm gonna futz with it just for a second. I just want to see something. Let me pick a spot. Will it do it? It's like, no, lady, leave me alone. I'm not gonna do anything. Buzz off. Nope, it won't do it. I was trying to get it to ghost into that white. So, oh, there it did it. A little bit. That's kind of what I wanted, like how this did it here, because I like that stuff. I might do another quick little video. I'm going to prep. I'm going to use the same colors. Hold on. Whoa, man, these cells here look cool from a distance. I'm gonna do another one real quick for you guys. I'm gonna use the same colors on that other kite canvas and use a hell of a lot less blue, a hell of a lot more white, and I'll have to break out some other silver. And I won't have the pearl effect, but I'm determined to have a silver painting. So let me get you down quick, show you this one. I don't like this either. I mean, I like how it goes over. I just don't like this blob of it right here. And I don't think I can do anything about that without messing up everything else. There's some really pretty cells, though. Super pretty. See, yeah, I really can't come down. If I stretch those, maybe I can come my way. Maybe pour some of that off. Will some of it come off? A little bit, we'll stretch it out. Let's do that. Let's stretch the hell out of it. And then come back. Look at me messing up my composition. Oh yeah, see, it stretched out the cells right there better, and these kept their shape, so that's cool. And right here, it looks like, I don't know if you ever heard of Pebble Beach in California. But they actually have like a Pebble Beach, and people go and they stack the flat rocks and, you know, see how high they can get the rocks. And there's like one of those formations right here where people were stacking rocks. So maybe that's what I'll call this, is Pebble Beach. Yep. Actually, I'm a little happier with it now that I got most of that off. I might be greedy. Let's be greedy and go even a little more. Yep. Try not to lose my little stack. Off you go. Most of you, yeah. How my cells hold up. Maybe that's all I needed to do. And it's still not as silver as I wanted, but... And the rest of it kept its shape. That's better. Okay, a little happier. Let me get you guys down. How much time? Oh! Half an hour or so. Not bad, not bad. Come take a look. So let me show you my little stack of rocks because they're so adorable right there. Aren't they cute? Like, I love that. And I love the cells up here. Phenomenal. Really, really pretty. And I'm happy with my stripe of white. And then the middle part there, where the caterpillars all stretched out, that's much better in both places. And then pretty grays down here too. So yeah, that's a keeper. I'm happier. Ta-da! All right, where am I? I'm so silly. My hand. Oh, I almost dropped the phone. Okay, I will be back. You'll get 2 videos tonight because I am going to do this again. Stubborn fool. See you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. I decided to wreck this painting. I just can't do, I have so many paintings that look like this and I just can't do straight lines anymore. I told you 2019, I'm just sticking to my vow not to do the same old, so I'm gonna wreck it. Let's see what happens. There it is. I poured a little white over there. Let me throw some gloves on. Stared at it, and I'm like, I have a million paintings like this one. Well, not a million, but a bunch. So I have this cup of white, even though it's thinned out. I could squirt white all over it, or I could pour my little tiny bit of blue into my white. Because the family's in bed now. And it's late. I let this sit around for a while, and I guess I'm just bored. I'm bored with myself. That's it. I'm just bored with myself. And so I gotta mix it up. Just a little bit of black. Or maybe a little more black, since I'm kind of low on colors. And while that's sitting there real quick, I'm gonna make a quick batch of white. So I think I'm gonna need a second cup, because I have a ton of pouring medium left. So half of that. How clean is my stick? Pretty clean. Get this mix. Does it need any water? Yeah, it might need a little bit of water. Give this a mix. I know you all think I'm crazy. I know I am. A little thinner, just to match the consistency of the other cup. Stir, 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 stir. Stir, stir. Any blue left? Very little, pretty much non-existent. A little bit of black left. Let me stick it. Ooh, I have a little bit of the silver left. So let's do this. Let's pour the white over the silver. Scrape out a little bit of black. Just a little bit. Kill off those colors. So we got a little bit of blue. Just a dollop. I'm going to give that a little stir since I have all that silver at the bottom. Maybe we'll just hold on to that for a second. stretch it all out. And come down south. And then back toward me. Sorry if you can't see. Hold on a second, because giant erect penis just can't be on here. That's just, it just can't. Like, I'm not gonna stare at that. Ooh, I like that one effect it's given though. It's like a storm. It's groovy. Oops. Oh, I love that, and I love that. And I like that. These cells held up really well for all the thing. This is cool here, too. Where I can get more of this over, that's awesome. You guys can let me know if you liked the first version or the second version better. I'm loving the second version myself. I really, really am. It's just more interesting to look at. Let me pop some bubbles. Trying to get more of this dark blue down. I like that a lot. That dark blue. Okay? Dark blue anywhere. We have some here. Is it dark blue? Kinda grayish. All the way. All the way. This is awesome too. Oh, way more excited over this one. Way more. Let me stare. I think I need to drop things down a little bit. Just a little. Okay, that I love. That I'm like super happy with. Hold on one sec, I'm gonna rinse my hands off. Oh my God, just love the effects in this one. Love it. Torch, what did I do with my torch? Oh, right in front of me. I have big bubbles in here. These are the bubbles. I'm not expecting cells, really, because like, it just stretched the hell out of it. But I do see a ton of bubbles, like big bubbles. So, and I don't think I want cells because it's got enough, and I think it would ruin the this whole section here. So let me stare at it some more. Now I think it's done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love it. Ta-da! I really, really like this one, you all. I really do. Checking my sides. Very excited. Could you tell I wasn't excited about the last one? I kind of faked it at the end like I was, but I kept coming back and staring at it. I went and had some pretzels and stuff, and I just, ugh. It's like I just can't do another painting like that. How happy am I with this? I'm like really happy. All right, let me get you down closer. What I like about it is I love the composition, really super happy. The balance of colors is good. I wish I had a little more, like, I try to get it here, but everything in my cup is muddy. And I'm not gonna worry about it, but like I wish I had a little more darker blue at this one end. That's why I was trying to pull it down, because this is all that dark blue, but I love how it goes from light to dark. This just looks like a storm front moving in. It's so cool. And like the stacked cells, or no, not really cells anymore, but like this whole, there's just a lot of cool effects. And it did keep a bunch of cells. And like I said, I'm not after the perfect cell anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I really think I'm sick of my own art. That's the thing. I'm sick of my own art. So anything that looks like it would be a Karen pour, I don't want it. If that makes any sense at all. Let me get you down close. I am still gonna do another pour tonight because I do have that canvas next to me, or behind me, I mean. But let me bring you down and I'll show you what I turned this into. So there's this part here where it looks all very, very windswept, like this stacking with the lines and the colors in between it. Love that, just love that. And I love how it gets dark over here. And I love the really, really fine lines. I think I mentioned that a couple videos ago, where I'm really into the cells that just have the finest of lines around them. Like down here in this corner over here where the white is, that really fine line. Love that. I love the cell right there. It looks like a little bracelet. And it still has some great cells in here in the gray area. And let me come up, because that's pretty much the orientation, like that. So, I hope you don't think I'm too crazy. Okay, so that's it for this one, an extra 15 minutes added to the video. Now I will go put this away to cure and get ready for the next one. Take care.